Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my gosh, my hair is all in my face, chat. It is everywhere. Trying to find my earbuds. But welcome on in, everybody. Hey, God of Nobody, welcome on in. Cat girls, welcome on in. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. There we go. We are back. Feels like forever. It is Saturday already. It is, in fact, Saturday already. I'm not gonna lie, though. This week, with, like, the holidays and all that stuff, the only way I knew that it was Saturday was just because I was reminded our local Saturday meetup is not happening. And I was like, oh yeah, it's Saturday. Welcome on in, everybody. Gonna be streaming for a couple hours today, and then we're probably gonna raid into Hyde if they're still tormenting themselves on Dark Souls. But I want to get a little bit of work done on this kit. I was smart. I bagged up everything that we were working on before the internet crashed a few days ago. Hopefully stream looks okay. I'm still running at a lower bitrate just to be safe. Just to be safe. And we will see how all of that goes. Hope everybody had a good holiday. Hope holidays are still going good for those who have persisting holidays. Let me go ahead and get these out. We were working on the doll portion of the body before the internet shot the bed. So that's where we're going to continue. And yes, that is in fact the dumpy on your screen. Now, I did go ahead and I did this. So this little part here is the neck joint for when you use the, I guess, clothed portion of the body. And this neck joint runs into the same issue as the first kit that we had. So what I did was I went ahead and after stream went down, last time we streamed, I pre-installed a brass rod into the neck just to give it a little more support ahead of time to hopefully not run into any issues. However, we might still have to file this down because I think it's going to run into the same issue where the peg is too big for the socket on the head. We'll get to that when we get to that, but I did pre-reinforce it, so it does have that going for it. Happy Saturday, doing some Warhammer painting. Hell yeah, we love to see that. We love to see that. What did you guys get for Krima? Gotta Nobody, I got so many cookies. I got more cookies and more sweets than I know what to do with. So these are the faces for the kit. It's got a surprised one, an indifferent one, a sad one. I'm trying to find a spot to put those where they won't get messed up. I guess over here will work fine. Okay. So we need to be back over here. It wants us to build the doll body first, as usual with these kits. Chat, they announced the third one. I posted it in the Plamo news section of the Discord. They announced the third one. And she's like a little green-haired blacksmith. So I might pre-order if I can find a spot to do so. Right. We were putting together the hips. That's what we were doing. Okay. We're putting the hips together. Where's my camera functions? Cam 2. I've still got the standard Stream Deck here, but now I can use any of my devices as a Stream Deck, so that has been phenomenal. Especially because I had to steal this Stream Deck for the other computer. I haven't really sat here in like a week, so everything feels kind of off. Everything feels a little awry. The minis I'm painting right now were bought ages ago, just didn't finish assembling them until before Christmas. I got 2 master grade SDs for Christmas. Ooh, which ones did you get? Which ones did you get? Okay, so the thick end goes into the socket. Okay. There we go. I'm pretty sure the naked doll body's an exact photocopy build of the other kit that we built, but now we know. Now we know the issue to look out for all of these kits, and it is just genuinely the neck and the head. So I'll probably pre-order the blacksmith, the newest one in the line, a little bit later. She's up on HLJ, exclamation point HLJ, as we are affiliated with them. My Christmas gifts to myself haven't been bought yet. Hello, Ren. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Chat, did you know, for the next couple days, Twitch is doing like a 35% off thingamadoody. I know it's after the holidays, so once again, do not feel obligated to do anything. But that is a thing that they are doing. So, I guess Twitch decided to do that instead of, and I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but usually Twitch does like September Part 2 at the end of the year for like a week. They're not doing that this week. This week they're like, hey, you get a 35% discount, peasants. Enjoy. Barbie and the Freedom? Let's go. Let's heckin' go. Also, I need to calibrate my model. I have not done that today. Get calibrated, nerd. There we go. Also, apologies, chat. My throat is not Daijobu. Isn't that exactly what they did for September? Yeah. Like, toward the end of September, they had Valorant come in and gift extra subs. Like, last year, they had, like, a week where they did, like, a few more days of bonus subs from Valorant. I guess Valorant didn't want to go all in twice this year. Since that seems to be the only way Twitch does big discounts. Hey, Ultra, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Chat, I'm excited. I'm excited. I get to talk to Unagi later about our 3D model. I've got something planned. Hey, Salda, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are doing fine. Right. These kits have left and right written on them. And that's something I very much appreciate. Oh yeah, the Valorant thing was probably expensive. It probably was. It's gotta be. Also, chat, we have switched off the Christmas music. Hey, Teo, welcome on in. Welcome on in, everybody who's joining. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, chat. I woke up, like, face down, ass up in my bed at about 15 minutes past the hour, and I'm like, oh, hey, I was supposed to start streaming 15 minutes ago. So that's why my throat isn't all here yet. Did y'all getting anything new or interesting over the week? these properly. Okay. These are the little leg swivels. For those who do not know, we are working on the PR Production Mars Stoker model kit, part of their Isekai Ryoko No Techo line, of which the third one has just been announced, and I'm very happy about that. Tits should be working, so you should be able to throw stuff at me, in theory. Had to make sure my tits were working this morning. Well, welcome in everybody on YouTube, Salda. Okay, what do I have to do? What do I have to do now? Okay, this is the left hip. I found myself some rare gunpla at a local hobby shop. Ooh, what did you get? What did you find? It's always nice when you can find some rare stuff. Come on, go in the hole. Oh, this is where Allie gets scared. This is where Allie gets a little scared. And I think the best way to go about this is to bring the other part in to try to help, instead of trying to just smash it together. Yeah, because this will give it more support. There we go. Yep, that was the better decision to do. Excellent. Because that's a tiny part that I do not know if I could fix. Well, no, that's not true. I could genuinely replace that entire part with a brass rod if I needed to. So I take back what I said. Chat, those brass rods have been life-changing. I fixed an electric razor with one of those brass rods over the week. Because, like, the way the razor works is it's got, like, a little part that spins in a circle, and that makes the blades go left to right. And the peg for that snapped off, so I just jammed a brass rod in it, and I'm just going to see how long it holds up. Because it does move pretty fast. It's got some decent RPM, so I don't know how long the glue or the rod will hold up, but we'll see. Should be an easy replacement again if it does pop out. Can't wait to build my Blazing Gundam. Waiting for stuff to arrive, a few kits and some tools. I did get a Gyan in yesterday. I did get the G-Quux Gyan in. Somebody, I don't know who. But, we did get that delivered. Excited for that. I love the Gyan in all of its incarnations. Is this the belly button? Okay, I need the back end. Chat, do you think I'm going to lose my affiliate ship by having my stream titled, I've got the Christmas tree out my ass? Guess we'll find out. Okay, on a serious note, though, how does this go in? I see the pegs that it's supposed to go into. However... Okay, that was a little scary what I just did. Okay. Alright, I see what we gotta do. It's just a little tight. It's just a wee little bit tight. Okay, so it has it. Okay, let's install this part first. Okay, so that's slotted in without any issues. That's good. Okay. Maybe... No. Okay, there we go. Knock on wood, chat. Knock on wood. Internet seems okay today. seems okay today. I'm still playing it safe with the lower bitrate. So if stream quality feels a little less than usual, it's because we're running at about 500 less bitrate. There was a Dutch artist, I believe, who put up a Christmas tree with very suspicious shapes a few years back. I love that for them. I love that. Oh, this slid downward. Maybe that's the issue that we're having. Right, these pieces move independently, so I need to make sure they're both, like, lined up. That's about as good as I'm gonna get those, I think. Basically, they need to go into these two slots here, but they are going out left and right slightly. Me and a friend are planning to give our friend a master grade since he only got one kit for Christmas. Did you hear the goat got again? Leave the poor goat alone. What master grade are y'all thinking? No, I didn't hear that it got destroyed again, though. What the hell? Oh, wind damage. This. I mean, I guess at least it wasn't vandalism. I think for some folks, wasn't yesterday Boxing Day? I think... Isn't it UK, Australia, Canada who celebrate Boxing Day? And then there's Three Kings Day, I believe. Yeah, it was about the goat. It was about the goat. It foretells a prosperous year ahead. Fam, I hope so. I hope so. I'm tired of living through major historical events. I just want to be able to pay my bills. That's all I want. Okay, so that side's in. Yeah, it sounds like this time it was like just wind damage. Not vandals, so we'll take that. Allie is admittedly struggling with this piece. Does it want me to shove it all together first? Maybe it does. I don't think that's going to matter too much. And honestly, like, there's nothing actually wrong with the piece. I was going to say, the goat is not the wicker man. It is not the wicker goat. Also, Final Fantasy XIV got rid of the level 1 goat. Rest in peace, goat. Rip goat. Okay, that looks better. Master Grade Zaku. Master Grade Sandrock. Yo. Did y'all see that new Armadillo Sandrock that's coming out? So, normally, I am not a fan of the Armadillo unit. However, this one has missiles strapped to it, so I kind of like that one. I'm not going to get it. I don't like it that much, but I do love seeing more missiles strapped to anything. It's always a good time. Christmas tree removal service. I don't think that was supposed to go up there. It was an interesting process removing it. But you know what? you know what? We're going to be smelling holly and jolly for the next century. Welcome on in, Goldilocks. We're having, like, minor fitting issues. And it's not because of the mold. It's because when I grab this part to squeeze it, it just kind of opens up ever so slightly to where it doesn't want to go in. So I have to, like, find the proper amount of pressure. To make it work. But welcome on in. Pine flavored everything. Though, you know, I didn't take into consideration something, chat. I'm allergic to pine. Oops. I'm allergic to pine. I'm gonna be real with you, though. I'm allergic to, like, 90% of evergreen trees. Okay, so that side went in. That side did not. Yes, I'm allergic to nature in many ways. Hey, SG, welcome on in. Welcome to Allie Tries to Install Some Hips, 2025 edition. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. Okay. So clearly what we're doing is not working. Aha! There we go. There we go. It was user error. Give it up for user error, chat. Hell yeah, user error. I didn't squeeze it hard enough. Now it's in. Give it up for user error. Whoopoo! Okay. Now I just need to make sure it stays stable as we plug everything else in. Looks like it is. Hell yeah. Just finished up a few things before festivities continue today. Hell yeah. Always good to see. We're entering the festivities are over. My energy is gone phase. I will say this, chat. A lot of people doing up fireworks this year for Krima. And typically, we don't really consider Krima a time for fireworks, but Christmas Eve from midnight to like 3 a.m., it was nothing but fireworks. Our area has noise restrictions. They became noise suggestions for that 3-hour period. All right, chat, we've installed the dumpy. We've installed the dumpy. I will say this. For all intents and purposes, we're only going to use like maybe 10% of what we're building right now in the final build. Realistically, we could have started somewhere else on this kit. But the parts that we do use are like vital, so I figured we'd just follow it by the books. That way I don't have to cut extra parts off the runner and stuff after the fact. Hey, Genesis, welcome on in. Yeah, I'm glad you all are able to hand off some master grades to your friendo. I can't talk today. Okay, so we're gonna be good. We're gonna build these arms one at a time. Also, you got me a cow? What am I gonna do with this? I got today and New Year's Eve, so thankfully time wasn't filled with non-stop traveling. I know, like, we've got, like, what is it, Lunar New Year coming up? I know some folks celebrate both, which I imagine is quite a busy time. A6, A10, C11. Okay, we do need the C runner. Thankfully, these runners are small enough that I feel confident cutting them off with these single-bladed nippers. The gates are not very thick at all. All right, 6 and 10. Can I find 6 and 10? Can I do that? Here's 6. We're building the arms. Snip. And snip. Yeah, the gates for these are thinner than like an entry grade, so it's very thin, makes for very easy cleanup, which is wonderful. We love that. Where's A10 at? Am I cutting off an A10 Warthog? I'm happy to be streaming again, though. It drives me mad if I have to miss too much time from streaming. If it's means, like, out of my control. It's one thing if I decide ahead of time I'm going to take a few days off, but when it's out of my control, it's like a chalkboard being scraped by a coat hanger, but, like, all the time. Also, where'd you get the cowl? Tyrion with the pasta check. What kind of pasta we checking, Tyrion? Wait, am I cutting off the right part? I am. Oh, you got Alfredo? I'm not gonna lie. I might go up to Cookout after stream. There was a lot of holiday food. And, I kind of want to get a grilled chicken sandwich. The holiday food was good, don't get me wrong, but it was very, like, beef heavy, which I'm trying to cut back on. So I really just want, like, a nice grilled chicken sandwich right now. Okay, I need... This is the C runner. That explains why I'm not finding what I'm looking for. I need A17, which is this goober here. Snip. Welcome on in, Tyrion. We're building a flesh-toned body. Twitch didn't get mad at the first one, so I think we're okay. Famous last words. But yeah, really, my only complaint with these kits is the neck/head socket is just weird and requires some, like, modification to ensure nothing breaks. By the way, does anyone want a Christmas tree? Okay, so now I need the C runner. Oh no, my divider popped out of my thingy. Hold on. Please hold. This one tends to pop out very easily, and I don't know why. There we go. Okay, so we need C6, which is these little divider things. I will say, chat. Where is it? This series continues to taunt me because they do these little comics showing off the cube slimes, but they have not once given us a cube slime with any of these kits. I demand cube slime. I demand it. The people want cube slime. For these, I think we're basically just gonna use sanding sponges for this build, with the exception of, like, some of the more darker colored plastic. Then we'll use the glass file. I want the cube slimes. They're very cute. They're very cute. And they're, like, all over the box arts and stuff for all of these. But then there is no cube slime. Yeah, chat, after stream, we're going to go visit Hyde. Hyde's doing some Dark Souls 2, I think? I can't remember what type of run he's doing, but he's getting his souls danked. Oh, by the way, chat, Helldivers news. Big Helldivers news. Dev interview. Devs have stated Helldivers will be getting additional difficulty mode improvements, potentially, like, well, no, not potentially. They said we are going to get different difficulty modes. 8-man hell dives. They're going to be implementing 8-man hell dives with, like, maps that are double the size. And of course you already know what I'm thinking, chat. Can I still try to solo an 8-man dive? Because I would love that. I want to travel, like, a huge map and just try to fuck around, find out. Because, like, I've soloed level 10s. So, like, that's the next big challenge I want to go for, is seeing if I can solo a level 10, but, like, on an 8-man intended map. I'm excited for it. Which probably also, I'm not beating the masochism allegations in my chat. I'm really not. Ooh, tacos? Yo, tacos would be really good. Some, like, grilled Kahlua chicken tacos. Ooh, that sounds good. I shouldn't be thinking about food, but I am. Also, chat, my car's transmission decided to work again. I am going to have to put it in to get transmission fluid replaced, I think. I'm not necessarily thrilled about that because it's going to be like 200 bucks. But it's probably for the best. I just need to figure out where I'm going to do that, because I'm not taking it back to the dealership. They try to upcharge me and try to sell me a bunch of stuff that I don't need. So, sometime soon here, I'm going to have to go get my fluids flushed of the transmission variety. I'm convinced that the issue my car is having is due to the transmission control module, the little computer inside, messing up. Because I have a 2014 Ford Focus, and they are notorious for having that particular issue. And the fact that, like, last week, it acted up. It wasn't shifting gears properly. I had to like slam the gas to get it to actually gear up. And then yesterday, it was fine. The check engine light turned off. It was acting normal. It's okay. My car PMS is just like me. Tyrion streaking. Oh my gosh. Well, that's a Christmas present and a half. Look at you streaking. How scandalous. You need a demo expert in your crew for Helldivers. Basically, just send one guy out in the field with nothing but just explosives. Just to do as much damage as they can. I'm excited for that, though. Like, genuinely hyped for that. They didn't really give an ETA on it, but... that's the kind of stuff I've been wanting. Plus, like for example, our friend Vulpes, she does Helldivers Sundays, where she does Helldivers runs with chat. Having 8-man dives opens up the possibilities to have, like, so many more people, like, join your squad. Actually, that reminds me, speaking of Vulpes, did I... okay, I did log in to mix it up. Okay, good. Just making sure. That's my loadout every time. One of my favorite loadouts is self-detonating armor and Hellbomb. A part of me wishes when the armor exploded it would set off a Hellbomb, but I also understand why it doesn't, because that would lead to, like, immense griefing / accidental team kills. But even so, it's just hilarious when your Hellbomb goes off, and then, like, 2 seconds after, your armor's just like, dink, and blows up. I've been playing around with, like, the Christmas-themed stratagems. The Napalm Gatling Barrage is so fun. The 120 Barrage with stun is, like, overpowered. And I love it. We've almost got that taken care of. Okay. Yeah, the sponges are perfect for this kit. At least the flesh tones. Yeah, so chat, oh, it had one on the other side that I need to get. My hands don't feel the best right now. So, like, I've already got a bad right wrist. Couple days before Christmas, a metal shelf fell off the wall. Basically, the nail holding it up just gave out. The drywall wasn't strong enough. So the metal shelf fell off the wall, and I unintentionally caught it with my left wrist. And I had, like, a golf ball-sized knot on this wrist for, like, 2 days, but the bone still does not feel great when I touch it. It is very unhappy. It, like, sheared the light switch off the wall when it fell, too, so... both of my hands have not been in good condition this last week. I haven't figured out how to grow the third hand yet, but I'm working on it. We're working on it. Now that the bulk of the holidays are over, I do need to go out. I need to take some measures. So I gotta mail some stuff, chat. I gotta mail some stuff out. And I need a box of a particular size. And some packing. And I want to do it in the cheapest way possible. So I might need to, like, go out to Wally World or something. But I've been intentionally waiting to mail a bunch of stuff until after, like, the Christmas rush. Just to hopefully avoid any potential packaging mishaps, which they can happen at any time, but especially when all the mailers and stuff are, like, you know, overburdened. By the way, Winchester, what all did you eat? What all did you eat? I know it must have been good. That goes for everybody. What did you all eat if you did anything special for the holidays? I know not everyone celebrates holidays this time of year, but hopefully you had some good food nonetheless. I have friends who, like, don't celebrate certain holidays, but they will absolutely use it as a good excuse to get some good food. You had some ham? The household did up a huge ham. I didn't, like, eat any of it myself. My primary target was the meatloaf. But they did do up a big old ham. So this is the arm, and these are the spacers. I think it's so you can pull it apart easier for, like, final assembly stuff. So then... Oh, wait a minute. Hee hee hoo hoo. Oh, wait. Okay, no, we're doing this right. This is the right arm. Okay. I remembered as I was building this that we had a mishap with the first kit where even though the parts were numbered exactly the same, one was imprinted for the right arm and one was imprinted for the left. And I almost forgot to check that. I almost forgot. Yeah, the housemates did up, what did they do? They did a ham, they did a big old meatloaf, they did Boston cream cake, they did the standard green beans, mashed potatoes, baked mac and cheese that they typically do. I did accidentally cut out a wrong part. Oh no! Oh, that's how this thing is coming out. Okay, I see. I understand now. The runners are hooking the divider, and that's what's pulling it up. A4 and A3. Okay, I accidentally cut out A3. There we go. Slide these back in for now. You know what? That'll work. Christmas Eve, Dad served ham, meatballs, mini sausages, and brown cabbage with a tossed salad with a bunch of tomatoes and eggs. I got all the leftover salad with me home, ate that for late night snack. Christmas Day had glazed pork ribs, one at the local supermarket. Told us who's fine, cooked ribs with a glaze, so basically you just had to warm them in the oven and fries. Sheesh! That's some good soup. That's some good soup. Allie, none of that was soup at all. It was still good soup. Yeah, I was going to take a picture of the food, but I did that thing where I eated it first, and then I didn't have a picture I could take. It's funny how that keeps happening. So, while we were eating, one of the cats, so I had a bottle of water, just a standard, you know, screw on the cap bottle of water. I had to get up and go to the kitchen. So my brother was just chilling and eating his food. Cat comes up and they're like, oh, he's just sniffing the water bottle. And then we all heard a pop. Cat managed to figure out how to completely unscrew the water bottle and was trying to drink out of it. Somehow didn't spill it. That's impressive in its own right. But Cat learned a new skill a couple days ago. Yeah, I was curious what you all were doing on Boxing Day. Roast beef and pieces from the supermarket. Ooh. The place that I'm going to probably go to today, I'm a little novice. I'm a little novice because I've never tried their grilled chicken sandwich before, so... I'm hoping it's pretty good. I'm hoping it's pretty good. Mostly I'm just hoping it's not dry. This would be one of my last chances to get an eggnog milkshake, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I've had far too many sweets. So I'm gonna forgo the milkshake. And I'm sure my bowels will thank me for that. Should I get the Narrative Gundam or the Sazabi Master Grade Verka? Personally? So, for one, they're both phenomenal kits. I'm probably going to recommend the Master Grade Narrative Verka because I'm biased. I love the narrative design. The only thing with the narrative is you have to be gentle with the core fighter. That's like the only thing, which is understandable. It's a small part with more small parts in it. Okay, so the hands are next after this. Okay. Also, Boxing Day free pizza? We take that. But yeah, to my understanding, the Master Grade Narrative Verka is phenomenal as far as, like, a modern day Master Grade goes. Winchester has become well fed, plus 15 stamina and spirit for 60 seconds. Okay, I think we have... I think we have everything we need, so I'm going to hydrate real quick, because I'm noticing my voice is just, like, cutting out, and that doesn't happen often. Hydrate, chat. Hydrate, you bastards. Oh, actually, chat. It's like a couple minutes till ad break. We actually got a decent amount done so far. Let me go ahead and run the ads. Let's go ahead and get those out of the way. And then we can get back to what we're doing here. The legs are next. The legs are the most, like, intensive part of the doll body. So I would like to mosey on through the legs. These legs feel like they have a different construction than the other kid had. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell, but at bare minimum, we're going to get the doll body done today because I want to see if we need to do any modifications to the ball joint on the head. And then the next stream, we can work on, like, the actual gear and all of that fancy stuff. Anyway, I'm going to get up. We'll be right back. So do what you got to do, chat. And I will catch you in a few minutes. All right, chat, we are back. Thank you for your patience. Let us get back to it. Also, it's a good thing that I'm waiting to go to the food place till after stream, because right now it's probably going to be hella busy with people who are tired of Christmas food. Okay. Let us do things with various pieces of plastic. Let us do all the things. Okay. That has gone into hole. I feel like that's just the nature of any kind of building stream. Oh, wait a minute. Bum ba dum bum. Hold on. I need to get this off. Phrasing. I forgot the part where I need to clean the parts. I forgot the part where I need to clean the parts. Crew, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome to Allie accidentally jumped the gun and installed the part a little bit too early. Hope you're doing well on this Saturday. You've been offered a giant fish. What you do with the fish will decide the fate of all. Will decide the fate of all. Just pry this off real quick, trying to be super duper careful. I basically put the part together and forgot I needed to clean the part. Is this 30-minute sister? So this is a kit from a newer line. It's from a company called PR Production. And the line is, I believe, Isekai Ryoko No Techo. But it's basically like these little chibi characters that I guess are supposed to be like from a fantasy isekai. We've already built the one that was a little knight. The one that we're working on now is like this little wizard alchemist. And they're like super cute. They're like super cute. We're about to start working on the legs here in a minute after I get this arm all taken care of. As long as I don't jump the gun and have to spend time pulling stuff apart, we should be able to get the doll portion of the body. But basically, you build it up as like a flesh tone doll body, and then you kind of swap stuff out for like the actual gear and stuff like that. It doesn't like have any bits or anything like that, so it's like safe for Twitch. It's just a doll body. Okay. That's about as far as I'm gonna pull that off, I think. But yeah, they're really cute. I discovered the line just by like happenstance, and I'm like, you know what? I'll give this a try. And they're like super cheap. Like MSRP, they're like $12, $13 USD. They're like super cheap. The only issue we've run into with these kits is the neck joint. The ball joint for the neck is a bit too big for the socket in the head, so that has led to some complications. Let me go ahead and grab the box, though. I'll grab the box for this so you can see what that looks like real quick. The box has been obtained. Let me slide this over real quick. They come in like these super cute little boxes, though. All the runners are like snapped together. I've never seen runners done like that before. But it's super easy to clean up. The gates on them are super thin. It's really nice. And again, my only complaint is the neck joint, because we broke the neck joint on the first one that we built. We repaired it. We repaired it. But, exercise caution with the neck joint. You might have to do, like, a tiny bit of modification on it. That's the only issue, though. That's, like, the only issue with these little goobers. This particular one... Yeah, her name is Mars Stoker. I think it's... Novice... Mage? Novice... Wizard? I know HLJ has got them in stock. Plus, HLJ has the third one in the series on pre-order! HLJ. They are like the frame arms girl. Yeah, they're like those. I would like to try one of those, by the way. I haven't built anything like frame arms before. I would like to try to build one of those. They look cute. And I like cute things. The Megami device. I do have a Megami device in the backlog. It's going to be like my first Kotobukiya kit. So I'm like very, very interested. Interested and a little scared. Just because I don't really build non-Bandai stuff that often. Like, this is one of the first non-Bandai kits I've ever built. Right here. And it's interesting seeing, like, differences in, like, engineering and stuff. Okay, I've got that out enough that we can actually properly clean it up. No mistakes allowed in building. I learned that the hard way. I've heard the plastic is a bit more fragile with Kotobukiya. Just because it's like a harder plastic. So we'll be taking our time with that one. Also, Genesis, I have the giant fish. I don't know what to do with it yet. I have to move the mic a little bit. You might see the mic cable show up on screen just a smidge. I must have done something with the microphone. Oh, you know what? I did do something with the microphone. I forgot to push it back. I'm silly. If it looks sharp, it will pierce. You know, I did build a very long time ago. It was not Kotobukiya. It was a third-party full saber unit for the Master Grade 00 Quanta. The clear green parts for the GN blade, they have a tip that, I shit you not, is sharper than the tip of my X-Acto blade. That thing scares me. It is so sharp. Okay, now we can clean the rest of this stuff. I didn't like poke myself or anything on it, but I like lightly put my finger on the tip of it, and I was like, oh, this is dangerous. This thing means business. Because Bandai does, like, even if it's very subtle, they'll round the tip of some things. Yeah, we've got I can't remember her name, but she's like a nun with like a crucifix gun. That's the Megami device that we have in the backlog. I might potentially build her during my birthday month of February, potentially. It's the white and black version, I believe. Yeah, it's the white and black version. Like the traditional nun look. I have seen the blue one. The blue one looks kind of rad, to be honest. Comes with some different stuff, too. I haven't seen the blue one in stock. Well, I haven't checked in like a month, but it has indeed been a minute. Yeah, these kits are super easy to clean. The gate marks are thinner than, like, entry grade. Not to the point where I'm confident in just popping them off the runner, but I don't even need to use my glass file to clean this up. It's just sanding sponges all the way. I don't even really need to clean this off. This is a spacer part that we aren't going to use in the final build. It just makes the arms easier to pop apart after the fact. And then we got to do the wrist joints and the hands. Ugh. Posture check, chat. Posture check. Yeah, I'm excited. Again, I'm excited and a little bit intimidated. But I figure if I take it slow and don't try to jam things into spots where they don't belong, I should be okay. I'm excited to build that gun, though. Like, I'm a sucker for a crucifix gun, and it's got, like, 2 modes to it. It can be either a gun or it can be a pile bunker. And regardless of how, like, practically inefficient it might be, I love a pile bunker. I love a pile bunker. I use them in any game that I can get my hands on that has them. I love it. They're just such a brutal weapon. Got dust flying around, chat. Bullet Knight Lancer. I don't think I've seen that one before. I'm gonna have to look that one up, because I don't think I've seen that one. I like all of the words that make their name up, though. It's the one with an exaggerated lance. Ooh, I am a sucker for lances. That's why I like the G-Quux Gyan so much. It's just got an absurdly large lance. Chat, for once, I mean that in actual context. Okay, this is the left arm. Lance is twice as long as the model kit. Holy shit, really? It's a space eater. I'll at least take a look at it. I'm struggling for space a little bit, but you have me curious. I kind of want to do a Metal Gear Snake Eater parody song. And just call it Space Eater. But it's going to be like a model kit related song. Alright, let's finish up these hands. And then we'll dive into the leggies. Yeah, I think you can post links. By the way, chat, we are affiliated with HobbyLink Japan. If you ever want to buy anything from HobbyLink Japan, HLJ with an exclamation point HLJ. I got my own chat trigger wrong. What do we got here? Oh my gosh! And it's only 42 USD? What the hell? Is this allowed? Oh, they can ride on the lance? That's phrasing. Oh, wow. That thing is huge. They do look really cool. They do look really cool. That is just a big fuck you cannon. I love that. For those on YouTube, let me try to get you this link. For those over on YouTube who want to see it. There's a spoon and fork version. I love silly stuff like that. I love silly stuff like that. Sign me up. Okay, we're cutting out the wrist joints. Joints. Wait, do I have 2 sea runners? Hold on. No, okay. Oh, I see what I'm looking at now. Never mind, we're good. False alarm. I wasn't using my eyeball. So then I need these little goobers over here. Woohoo! That one tried to get away. That one tried to get away. Sneaky, sneaky. Have you tried Good Smile's Motoroid line? I have not yet, but I would like to. One of my friends very much enjoys the Motoroid line. I want to get the chamber kit from Gargantia. I want to get Big O, obviously. Good Smile putting in the work with some of those kits that other people aren't picking up. No. Everything's falling. That's okay. The runners can fall over as a treat. Yes, the thigh mech. I need to show that one to Hyde. I need to show that one to Hyde. I think Hyde would appreciate Chamber. I enjoyed that anime for what it was. I wish there was more to it. Has Motoroid done anything for Ald Noah 0? I know Kotobukiya did. I know Kotobukiya did a couple of the mechs from Ald Noah. Yeah, like the line barrels. I think they did like the orange one. My friend also really likes the Trails of Cold Steel line that Motoroid does. I think that's the name of it. I think it's Trails of Cold Steel. It's like the Knights. I might be mistaken. I'm not good with a lot of names. So apologies, chat. I forgot to comb my hair today, so wild hairs are deciding to attack the building space today. Boink! Let's widen that up a little bit. Good morning, Volpies. How are you? How are you feeling? How you feeling after getting over it? Hope you're hanging in there, champ. Motoroid Gravion. I've seen that one. That one looks fun. Chat, totally go give Vulpes a follow. Vulpes, we were talking about the new Helldivers stuff, like the 8-man dives and stuff like that, and how I want to be a psychopath and try to solo an 8-man dive. I wanted to throw my mouse at the wall. I don't blame you. Like, I don't think I would have the patience for that kind of game. I enjoy watching it. I do not think I would have the patience for it. Yeah, the devs are looking at giving us increased difficulties, and they will be implementing, like, 8-man dives with, like, maps twice the size. They didn't really give us a timer on it, though. I need to know. But, like, I was mentioning to chat, like, when you do, like, Helldiver Sundays, if that lets you grab up, like, 7 other people, that's gonna be wild. Like, that's gonna be game-changing. Like, I can't imagine. That also probably means the game's gonna get much more terrifying. We're working on some arms, Vulpes. We're about to work on the legs. Can't wait to... Yo, can you imagine? Like, that's one thing to think about is, like... Can the game handle 8-man dives? Because sometimes it can't handle standard dives. I'm a little scared. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. We got the wrist in. It's all in the wrist. It's all in the wrist, chat. Let's go ahead and attach the arms to the body. Okay. All right. So it is leg time now. You know what I'm not looking forward to, Vulpes? The concept of doing, like, an 8-man dive and just getting swarmed by Illuminate watchers. Gonna go eat dinner now. Happy streaming? Yeah, have a good dinner. Thank you for hopping on in, crew. I love the Chikorita. Best starter. The Illuminate Watchers are why I always bring the Warrant, because I admit I am not good at shooting them out of the air. And they give me headaches. They really mess with Hyde, too. Hyde can't really look at them too much because of the flashy lights. Imagine the bugs. Yo, like, oh gosh, triple hive worms. You going through your Steam wish list? Isn't the winter sale going on right now for Steam? Is that a thing that's happening? Just gonna get some of these hands out, get them cleaned up and bagged up. You got any recommendations? What kind of game you looking for? Why do I have so many CRN games saved? Oh, shoot. There is one game that I would highly recommend. Oh, what's its name? What's its name? Hold on. I gotta pull up Steam. This is important. I gotta get you a Steam link for this, because I saw someone play this game, and it's like a roguelike. It's a roguelike game, but it's like really cool. It's like very stylized. And the music. The music goes nutso. Shoot. I need my keyboard. Okay. It is currently 20% off on Steam. And there you go. It is so cool. Like, it's one of the coolest little roguelikes I've seen in a while. It's just very unique with what they do with it, and the art style's, like, incredible. Also, Volpes, I have a question. The abbreviation for CRN, I'm realizing I do not know what that means. I'm having a grandma moment. Corn. Oh, corn games. Gentlemen. Corn. I understand now. I understand now. Oh boy, I'm gonna have a hard time. Who used my account? Everything's corn. Farming corn, harvesting corn. Okay, but I'm not gonna lie though. I would definitely like destroy some elote right about now. I would love some fucking elote, especially after all the Christmas food we've had. I do love corn. Corn. Can't find the nub mark for this. Yeah, Infinity Nikki's on Steam now. You can definitely Steam that up. What on earth was that? Oh. I had a hand go flying across my screen at the speed of light. I haven't played Infinity Nikki, but I do know a lot of people who enjoy it. I don't know if it's on sale, but there is a game called, I think it's like Little Miss Goody Two Shoes or something like that. It's like a RPG. It is a Twitch safe RPG. Like, it's actually really cute. It's got like a really cute art style to it. It's like RPG visual novel style almost. And I lovingly call the game Spooky Lesbians because that is what it is. Because because the main character, she is as gay as the sun is bright. And I love that for her. I've seen it. I've been meaning to play it in my free time. I know our friend Doji played a little bit of it. Oh my gosh. I've got so many hands, chat. Got so many hands. Okay. All right. Hands are cleaned. I'm going to put these up here where I'm not going to lose them. Okay. At least to give it some hands while it's sitting here instead of just stumps. Oh, I'm excited, by the way. Speaking of roguelike games, Slay the Spire 2 releases in March, and I am here for it. My body is ready. I've been waiting for that for so long. Let me get the mouse out of the way here. Well, good news, Vulpies. We are now working on the legs and feet. So, just in time. Just in time. I forgot how many mechanics go into the legs, by the way. So, we're going to follow this by the book. We're going to follow this by the book so I don't mess anything up. Okay, so I need D11, D10. We'll cut those out first. We're doing the right leg first. So what am I looking at? What am I looking at? D11, D10. Okay, that's these two pieces here. It all looked to be like one big piece when I was looking at the manual. Did you end up getting in any Final Fantasy XIV gaming last night? I was doing a little bit of Occult Crescent because I'm trying to save up 5,000 silver for the airship mount. I got up to 2,000. I got up to about 2,000 silver, so I'm working on it. It's on its way. It won't take too long. We farmed Hades. Hey, y'all get any weapons or mounts? Fuck that fight. It's that damn healer check. It's that damn healer check before, like, the last phase. And then, like, even if you're firing on all cylinders, you're just stuck because of, like, cutscenes and stuff. Yeah. He's a bit annoying. It sucks because I need to get in there. I need to get some stuff to make some crafted weapons. Thankfully, I got them out. We did it with 4 people. That was probably easier than the way we did it. I think we... No, wait. No, I think we did end up 4-manning it at some point. We were trying to 3-man it. I was the healer. The two dooms. The 2 dooms that you have to heal or they die. Those suck. A second healer would be incredible for those. I hate that. That's like the one part of the fight that'll like super wipe you too. I think the first time I tried it, I did it on like, it was either Sage or Scholar, and I was screaming. I was just screaming. Because especially Scholar does not have like a lot of burst healing on demand. We only have one Doom, and so as long as I'm up, I can still get everyone else. Is it just the one Doom? You know what's silly, though? I kept messing something up because the DPS were not getting healed up. That's the problem that I ran into. Yeah, that's the problem that I ran into as well. You know what I'm always going to kick myself for, Vulpes? Oh, if you hit it hard. That's right. That's right. If you skip it, there's no Doom. That's right. So, the runs that we went in where we were just trying to farm it, I went in as White Mage after the fact because I'm like, I'm making this too hard on myself. And occasionally, you know, we were still getting the Doom. You know what I forgot about, Vulpes? You know what magical button I forgot about that could just erase one of those Dooms in the blink of an eye? It would be wild if White Mage had a button that could do that. That I completely forgot to use. Yeah. Every single run, I forgot to use Benediction. Every single one. And I'm like, what am I doing? I'm cooked. I'm washed. I've gotten too old for the Final Fantasies. Oh, goodness. Also, Vulpes, I love that emote, by the way. I don't know where you got those little crow emotes. I Benediction myself and then AoE healed. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I haven't Savage raided since, what was it, Stormblood? That was back in my Astro healing prime. It's the little crow with the big eyes. It just, I love that. Yeah, chat, I used to like heavily Savage raid. I used to like very heavily Savage raid. And then my wrist blew out. And I haven't Savage raided since. Oh, those are Ravens? You know what? That makes sense in hindsight. I love those. Those bring me so much joy. I think they're from Etsy like mine. Yo, I've gotten so many cool little assets from Etsy. Like, our little sub badges are like pre-made potions from Etsy. It's been good stuff. It's been good stuff. By the way, I did see the thing. I don't know like how hush-hush you want to keep it. But I did see the thing with all of the customizable options on Twitter last night. Holy shit. That thing looks rad. Like, that thing looks so good. So many damn options on that thing. I was like, wow. Back when you needed to do more damage as a healer. Yo, I was so proud of myself for being able to weave between cleric stance and healing. Like, I got really good at weaving heals between damage. These days, yeah, all of my reaction time and stuff for it is just gone. But that's okay. That's okay. It makes for fun times. Imagine doing damage. I do miss it sometimes, but like, I don't know. It was fun though. I like the challenge. I like the grind. But I've been vicariously living through Palace of the Dead for like my hard kind of content. What am I looking at? Oh, I see. Okay. I understand now. Okay, this isn't a separate section. This is all one leg. I'm still waiting because they haven't shown how they bounce. I want to see them bounce. I would like to see them bounce. You said like late January that one potentially becomes available? By the way, the fact that we're talking about this out of context makes it all the funnier for chat. Just talking about random things bouncing. Yeah, you were the warrior. You were the warrior at the time. Early, I think. Oh, yeah, that's not too far away then. How are we almost in 2026? Okay. I think that's all the parts we need for this first section, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to be a smart bean. This year did go by fast. I wanted a little more time, which I guess is always the case, but it's been a productive year. And you did your first year anniversary. I haven't got quite as much done as I wanted to, like streaming and content-wise. However, offline-wise, I have gotten many things done. Which I am kind of shocked about, to be honest. Let me scooch my model over a little bit. But I'm tired. I'm a little tired. This week had hands, Vulpes. This week kind of beat my ass a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, though, like last night, after you were kind of having real talk for a little bit, it did remind me that, you know what? It's okay. It's okay for me to talk about the fact that I be going through it a little bit. Normally, like, I try to, like, not. But after you were chatting about stuff, I'm like, you know what? You know what? I can talk about my ass getting beat here and there. I got to see sides of Vulpes that I didn't know existed. That game did, in fact, break you. I salute you for going as long as you did with it. Holy. I'm just... The physics-based games... Like, at least with, like, Surgeon Simulator, it's kind of fun. Because you accidentally, like, murder someone in Minecraft. Something like... I would play Jump King before I played Getting Over It. Because at least Jump King has some banging music to it. But yeah, no, the Fox broke last night, chat. The Fox did in fact break. This week has been weird. Yeah... Also, my hands are kind of hurty because before Christmas I got a little bit injured, but we're doing our best. We're healing up. That reminds me, chat, I forgot to mention, after that metal shelf fell on my hand, the literal next day, I had to completely replace an entire window and reinstall it because someone accidentally popped it out while trying to clean. So I had to figure out how exactly to reinstall a window that I've never worked with before. That was an interesting time. But I know how the windows work now. I now know how to do maintenance on that particular window. So that's a plus. A few months ago, I lost a close friend. They blocked me, no death. And now a bunch of old high school friends are coming back into my life. And it's like, hello, hi, what's happening? Oh, gosh. Yeah, no, I can imagine. That's probably a lot to kind of process. Oh, goodness. It makes me think, Volpes, have you seen the Patrick meme where he's just like, who are you people? Your therapist is closed till next month? Oh, no. Are they just taking, like, holiday break? Oh, gosh. I need help. Well, if you ever need to chat or vent, DMs are always open. I am not a therapist, nor will I ever claim to be, but I can at least listen. I can be a wall at the very least. When do I see my therapist again? Shit, you know what? I don't think I see my therapist until like the second week of January, now that I'm thinking about it. January is going to be a very busy month. Hang in there, Volpes. I believe in you. I believe in you. But yeah, no, like on a serious note though, I couldn't imagine. Like I struggle enough with like a single person popping back up. I couldn't imagine multiple. Like, I can, but I can't, if that makes sense. It was my fault, though. I missed last month's... Oh, I missed this last month's appointment. And this month's. It was my fault, though. But I'm not that messed up anymore, so... I gotcha. Yeah, I've kind of entered... I think mine are, like, every 2 weeks. Because I've progressed to a point where the therapist is like, I don't have to see you all the time. So I'm still bi-weekly. I think we're still working up toward the once a month. I only go once a month now, and not every week anymore. I hope you can get back to your next appointment soon when they open up. That way you can do the things. It can definitely, like, be rough, but I think, like, for me, like, not being stubborn and finally being like, man, what I'm doing's not working, and, like, finally getting therapy was probably one of the best decisions I've made. Volpes was very broken at one point, but now I'm goodish. I feel that in my soul. I feel that in my soul. I'm glad it's helping. Always happy to see that. When did I start therapy? Yeah, it was 2024. Pre-2024, Allie was not in a good place. And, like, at least now with therapy, I've been developing, like, healthier coping mechanisms and things like that. Pre-2024 Allie was a time. And while things aren't perfect now, I definitely have more tools to work with to at least help me, which is incredible. Because sometimes just taking the edge off is enough. Therapy works, Chad. It's not just for crazy people. Yeah, my therapist is rad. She is pretty cool. She is also, like, a big, like, Taylor Swift fan, so I get any, like... I get my bi-weekly Taylor Swift updates. So that's kind of a funny thing that's going on. Sometimes having a complete outside perspective third party is what you need. Exactly. Like, being able to go out, and, like, sometimes I still have to do telemed just because I can't get out there. But being able to, like, be on your own in a room with somebody who is, like, not a part of your day-to-day life, it is so good. It is so good. Like, half the time, our therapy just turns into yapping sessions. I will say I did have to explain to my therapist what a glizzy was. Because my therapist has started posting, like, some of their therapy videos on YouTube and stuff, so I've been having to educate them on, like, internet lingo and stuff. So we had to have the glizzy conversation. We had to have the glizzy conversation. Among other things. Same. Yo, yours gives you business advice? Hey, yo? Oh, shoot. Also, chat, ad break's about to happen. I had to explain that I am not a corn creator and that I instead play video games as an anime girl. I feel like I've heard you mention this time from time, Vulpes. And I imagine, you know, like, I can only imagine, like, how many times this has probably come up for you. Yeah, having to explain to people that you're not doing, like, OnlyFans stuff comes up a lot. Because, when I just tell people I make videos on the internet, they immediately get suspicious, and they're like, what kind of videos? Oh, and it's especially bad when tax season comes around. Or when you're doing anything where you have to, like, explain your job description. Like, I've had... So, like, I'm on Medicaid, you know, government health insurance. I had to explain to them what I do. And the government people immediately thought I was doing porn. The government people immediately thought I was doing porn. And I'm like, no. No, I play video games and I build plastic robots. I build plastic robots. The closest thing we come to porn is, like, talking about food. The lady is friends with my mother. I was mortified. I bet. I bet. Oh, gosh. It's like one of those, like, your heart skips a beat, but not in a good way kind of moments. It's more so like, my heart skips a beat. Let this be the end. Save me kind of moment. All right, chat. I need to get up real quick and take a quick ad break because those are about to drop at any minute. So sit tight for a minute. Everyone here today gets a free cob of corn, since that is the topic of the day. So please enjoy your corn. We also have it in elote variants as well. So enjoy your corn, and we'll be right back. Oh, jeez. Alrighty, we are back. We're back. Let's build some thighs, chat. Build some thighs. But yeah, no, whenever a family like tries to pry into what I do my absolute best to keep it as vague as possible because I do not want them to find my channel at all, ever. It is definitely the less they know, the better kind of situation. There is only one person in the family who knows what I do, and that is my brother, who also is a YouTuber. And they are the only other family member who actually knows the specifics of what I do, outside of I make stuff on the internet and I occasionally get paid for it, which is my default answer whenever people ask. Because so many people are like, and this really goes for like taxes and government stuff too. They're like, okay, what is your weekly paycheck like? What is your monthly gross income? And every time I have to tell them, it varies. It's not set in stone. And they're like, what do you mean? And I have to explain to them that the way that Twitch works, and to another degree YouTube, is, for the most part, it's all based on tips. There is no paycheck. There is no set in stone, you know, am I making money this day? I have to explain that to them. And it's so, like, they get very confused when I try to explain this to them. And I'm like, yeah, no, like, what I'm doing is the equivalent of, like, busking in a subway with a guitar, with a hat. You basically, you do what you do, and occasionally people like what you do enough to potentially throw money at you. Like that is the gist of it. And that entire concept just baffles them so much. It's always interesting to try to explain it. What am I putting together? Okay, let's not put the knee joint in backwards like we did the last time we built one of these kits. Let's not do that. Yeah, posture check. I do like to talk about like the behind the scenes of streaming and stuff though. You'll often see streamers talking about how like sponsorships are incredibly like important as you grow. And that's not necessarily wrong. That's not necessarily wrong, because a lot of the ways people like very much go full-time doing this is sponsorships. Because sponsorships basically, like, they're a more consistent flow of income. Raven, welcome on in, Raven. How you doing? Thank you for the follow. Enjoy your follower emotes. Happy Saturday. We're putting together some legs, thighs, and feet. So you have joined at a wonderful time. An incredibly wonderful time. Am I doing this correctly, though? That is my question. We're kind of talking about, like, the ins and outs of Twitch and, like, how it's perceived from, I guess, normies. Speaking of taxes, that's another thing. That's another thing that throws people off, is they're like, wait a minute, you have to pay? Like, you don't... They're like, so wait, you don't get a tax return? And I'm like, nope. I do not get a tax return. I have to pay. Usually I have to pay a couple $100 in taxes every year. Because you're technically self-employed if this is all you're doing. Like, if you're doing Twitch and YouTube, it counts as self-employment, which means you have to file through, like, 1099 forms and things like that. And, yeah, they're just like, huh. That's another part that's kind of hard for them to wrap their heads around a little bit. But once again, welcome on in, Raven. Happy to have you here. We're working on a little chibi right now. So far, we've got, like, the flesh tone doll body put together, and then We get to work on the, like, actual fantasy armor and fun stuff. I just need to make sure I don't break this part, though, because this is a very, very tiny little peg. And I'm having a hard time, like, gripping parts today. I'm trying to think, like, what other funny, like, streaming stories have come up over the years. Of course, like Volpe said, most people think you're doing porn when you mention what you're doing here. Let's put this in. I think I'm doing this right. This is like the inner knee joint, so it looks a little funky. Okay, let us now stare at it for a few seconds to ensure that we have installed it properly. We have, in fact, installed it properly. Okay. Now I need to grab an A13 piece that I missed, which is this goober. By the way, chat, if you're new to the stream, just hanging out, if you would ever like to join our community Discord, it is !Discord in the chat. Never feel obligated to. I know we all have a lot of Discords that are hard to keep track of. But you can do that command in both Twitch and YouTube. For those who are curious about our YouTube channel, where we post our finished gunpla kits, occasionally some Final Fantasy stuff, that is !YT in the chat, I think? You would think I would remember my commands. But alas. I am going to eventually make some, like, Stream Deck commands so that I can just boop those. I don't know if Nightbot has Stream Deck integration, but I can check. Alrighty. Pop them knuckles. Probably shouldn't be doing that with my hands being injured, but you know what? Sometimes I don't think. So this is like the lower leg that we're putting together, I believe. Need to go buy some more paints on Tuesday. Maybe even Monday. What you running out of? Are you painting Smurfs today, Winchester? I can't remember which Warhammers you said you were building. Warhammers. Me just saying that plural. Yeah. I need brighter red for the capes. More capes. Okay, so this slots in... Okay, I ran into this last time I built this. I am returned. Welcome back, Volpes. Welcome on back. We're talking about Warhammer now, but we mentioned, like, when you try to explain to people how you're making money through Twitch, and people don't seem to understand you don't get a normal hourly paycheck, they tend to, like, not function. And it's kind of funny. I'm painting Ultra Smurf captains, and except for one of them, they have huge red capes. Okay. Are Ultra Smurfs just like Super Space Marines? Oh, I just pinched myself in the joint. That did not feel good. My therapist, so why do they give you money? They like hearing me cry. That only raises further questions, I imagine. It's true, though. That's like when that's when I was running crowd control. I was like, people give me money because they want to see me suffer. They're bog standard Space Marines. I just call them Ultra Smurfs because they're ultra... Oh, they're ultramarine blue. And some of them have white helmets. I gotcha. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that is very Smurf-like. That is valid. Ow. That must be a hard pinch for me to actually feel that in my fingertips. Okay. And I gotta switch this around so the calf is facing properly. Also, for those of you who are new today, I know we've had a few new follows. Once again, Raven, thank you for the follow. We do a lot of model kit related stuff here. I used to do more heavy games, but I've kind of shifted into model kits. We talk about food, we get sussy. Within reason. Within reason. Big emphasis on the within reason. Okay, that's a knee joint built. D19, D5. Regardless of what we get done, chat, this will be the last, like, 40 minutes that I can stream today. So we'll see what we can get done. We can at least get one of these legs done. D19, D5. Okay, this is D19. I wish I had a picture of the full Ultramarine army I did. That army is a little broken right now. Oh no, you gotta do some repair work on it. That's a very condom. It's a very condom. Alright. Alright, Allie. That is what your mouth said. It's a very common fandom nickname for this particular army. Most of which is because of jealousy that Ultramarines are the ones in basically all of the box sets that aren't specifically something else. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, when I went to the hobby shop, I saw some Marines. Like, I saw Marines, I saw Necrons, I saw some Tau. I think I saw some Nurgle. And then I saw some Age of Sigmar and Old World Warhammer stuff. Oh. It's C, not D. I can read letters, chat. I can read. I need C5. I don't think I saw any orcs. Which was surprising. But they, like, had all the Warhammer stuff marked down for, like, 10-25%. For some reason. Maybe Christmas stuff. Potentially. C3. By the way, for those of you over on YouTube, this weekend, sometime, maybe tonight, I'm going to record the audio for the gun cannon review. I'm just going to call it reviews. They're not really reviews, but they kind of fall into a gray area. And hopefully Monday, Tuesday, we'll have the gun cannon video up on YouTube. That is my goal, at least. C9. What's this spacer here? But I was showing Vulpes. I actually found like a few little Tau guys that look kind of cool. I like the little robot dudes. I don't really know anything else about them outside of that, but they look neat. Oh, the feet are last. That's interesting. Okay. The feet also have a much more intricate construction than the last kit. What the hell? All right, then. This one's got movable toes, chat. I don't even know if I'm allowed to stream that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. You will know them by the blue armor with gold trim and the giant white toilet seat shaped icon on their shoulders. Oh, I have seen those dudes. Okay. I have seen those dudes. Yeah, I recognize the toilet seat. So we need B6 for the thigh. Oh, chat. With Christmas being over, it's like officially Allie's birthday countdown time now. A month and some change until February, and then I can scream into the void, lamenting the passage of time. B16. Toilet seat is another insulting fandom nickname that I'm totally not appropriating because it's funny. It does sound funny. Like, if I ever, like, in a world where I did play Warhammer, I would pick, like, whatever the weirdest race is, or the weirdest army is. Like, the goofiest stuff. Like, I like Nurgle, I like Orcs, I like the Skaven, the little rat dudes. I need the D runner now. I need the D, chat. Okay. Let us clean this stuff off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wait, why was that? Why did that not? Oh, there it is. It was a little bit late to the party. Okay. Raven. Raven, thank you for the subby. Welcome on in. Enjoy your subscriber emotes, which means you can now twerk on the entire chat, which I think is still our most used emote, but little bit of victory twerks for Raven. Raven, thank you so much. I appreciate your face. Chat, can we get some Doro twerks in chat? I think this week we'll bust out the Doro model again, probably on Monday. Monday, Tuesday, we'll bust out the little guy. Or just a little guy. But yeah, chat, if you ever want to post pictures of what you're working on in the Discord, although I primarily build like robots and like the girl plus stuff, Warhammer friends are welcome, and we have a multitude of Warhammer friends in the community. Need to make a list of paints I have to get. Good Cape Rider bread. Gold for highlighting the trim. Medic model, so I can use some of his spare parts to make a second medic. I also, like, appreciate how much kit bashing there is in the Warhammer community. Like, y'all are not afraid just to, like, cannibalize a dude for more parts. And I appreciate that. Hello, hope you're doing swell. Yeah, we're doing pretty good today. We're doing pretty okay. We're just big chilling. Big chilling, working on getting this leg together. Making some progress. Next stream, we're gonna be able to, like, get the proper stuff on this character. Because, like, she's a mage, so she's got, like, big poofy sleeves, a big magic hat, cute little outfit. So I'm looking forward to getting that together. Her hat is huge. But we're working on the placeholder doll body first. But yeah, things are going good. Hope things are going well in your neck of the woods. If you celebrated any holidays, I hope they went well. Ooh, chat, I just got a chill down my spine. Ugh. Not a fan of that. Might be because I'm shrimping, though. Might be because I'm shrimping. Okay, that is all cleaned up, I believe. Yeah, okay. Where am I putting all of my cleaned parts? Over here, I think? By the way, chat, I didn't get a chance to do it this year. If finances allow, this summer I would like to do another St. Jude charity stream. Because we did some St. Jude charity streams a couple years ago. I would like to do that again, if at all possible. It just comes down to, like, where finances are at. I'll have to think up some more, like, fun charity incentives for y'all to play with. Because I think we raised, like, $500-600 for St. Jude last time we did it, which was pretty damn rad. As you all know, though, I will never do the cacao chocolate charity incentive ever again. So when we were doing our charity stream, I think it was like 2023. Oh my gosh. Hyde, you have just joined the stream as I'm talking about putting things in my mouth. Are you psychic? Does the Globotnik give you powers? Raiders, welcome on in. My name is Alien Ashford, your friendly neighborhood Dampier VTuber. Hope you're all doing well today. Hyde, how is the Dark Souls? And also curse you, because I was planning on raiding you. Welcome on in. How you doing? How'd the game go? How's it going, dude? Raiders, welcome on in. Hope you're chilling. We're working on thighs and legs right now. We've got, like, the doll body built up on this thing. We're just working on some thighs and legs. We got about 30 minutes left on the stream, so we'll be able to chill and kick back for a bit. But for those of you who do not know me, I do stuff. I stream and I do stuff. I do a lot of plastic model kit building things. We used to do more gaming stuff. Gaming's still around, just not to the same extent. We are working on a chibi wizard model kit from PR Production. It is named Mars Stoker, the Novice Mage. Do I have a box still around here? We're talking about how sometime in summer, and I'll probably get with Einar, because Einar's like good at organizing things. But I want to do another St. Jude charity stream if I can in the summer. This is what we're building. This is what we're working on. This little cutie here. I'm looking forward to it. This one comes with a bunch of accessories, and this one is like me coated with all the potions and the stick and stuff. Because chat, believe it or not, I can whip my wood out live on stream. Is this it? Ka-chow. There we go. Ka-chow. Killed those sentinel bosses and the sinners we were having trouble with yesterday. I have the links for his if you want to make it a big one. I did the same. Yeah! I'll happily take the links. Because we haven't been able to do a charity stream since like 2022, 2023. And I was telling chat about the incentives. Dee Dee, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Enjoy your follower emotes. I was telling chat about how when we did our St. Jude charity stream, one of my incentives was for every $20 donated. I should have made this higher. I should have made this a higher incentive. But you know what? It gives us a story that we can tell. Every $20, I had to eat a square of 99% cacao baking chocolate. I should have made it $50 because we raised like $500-600 that way. And Allie got food poisoning after that stream. We did it for the kids. We did it for the kids. It was worth it. But I got violently ill following that stream because of the cacao chocolate intake. So we're not doing that one again. We're not doing that charity incentive again. That was an unpleasant week of downtime for me. I felt like an actual zombie. $500 goal. I shaved the stash. I'll probably do another $500 goal. Either 3 or 500. I'm just thinking of some incentives that I can do. Because, like, I can't do the spice challenges that other people do. Because if I eat food that's too spicy, it, like, triggers an asthma attack, which is unfortunate. So I have to be careful with spicy food. So I'll have to think of some other incentives. I'm sure there's stuff we can figure out, though. I'm sure there's stuff we can figure out. But once again, Hyde, thank you for the raid. If y'all need to do any post-stream stuff, I totally understand. If not, we're going to be kicking it back for the next 29 minutes. Working on finishing this leg up. Also, Hyde, I need to send you a reply. I, like, a dead-ass fell asleep last night. Like, I just basically fell asleep while phone stuff. I was just gone. I was telling chat. So, I woke up late for stream today. Stream was supposed to start at noon. I woke up 15 minutes past, face down, ass up. Like, legitimately, my hair is a mess. My hair is a mess. And I am not a stomach sleeper normally, so... Send pics of bed hair. It is a mess. It's all tangled up. I'm gonna get so many split ends from this. I wasn't in a good spot last night. Hey, you know, we were having a bit of real talk earlier. Sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes it be like that. Once I saw the particular thing you were referencing, I understood why as well. I very quickly understood why. But... oh yeah, hi! Do you know where I can get some boxes for no particular reason? Doom scrolling Reddit, and that pic reminded me of what I do for people. Plus, I mean, like, that is a heavy-hitting Superman. Like, that is just, like, one of the hardest-hitting ones. And, like, I'm someone who does not particularly care for Superman. That one, like, I feel like that's one of the most important comics ever. Like, just hands down. But, yeah. That's, honestly, like, that's what got me thinking about, like, the charity stream for this summer. Like, seeing that panel kind of reminded me of it, because I wanted to do a charity stream this I guess this year, but it just wasn't in the cards. I couldn't do it. So this year, I'm going to try to... I want to at least do something for St. Jude. That is the plan, chat. Maybe I will put... getting over it. You know what? No, I'm not going to make getting over it an incentive. I will make Jump King an incentive. Because while it is another Rage game, it's pixel art, and it has really cool music, and I can, like, at least play that. How much of your legs actually show, man? That's probably a very awkward question out of context. That's actually a very awkward out of context question, but... All-Star Superman is what all Superman should strive for. If you can't envision your Superman helping people, even on his death, you don't know what Superman stands for. That's why I don't like Man of Steel. I think that's what put a bad taste in my mouth for Superman. Because, like, a lot of the Superman content that I was exposed to growing up was, like, you know, Superman is Mr. Perfect, can't do any wrong, has no flaws kind of guy. But when I started to learn more about the comics where you see, like, Superman in a more humble, like, a more humanized light, I started to appreciate the character a little bit more. Okay, I think we can put this together now, chat. Like, there's one Batman scene from the animated series that hits kind of hard, like that. As much as I love Henry Cavill as Clark, Snyder really did not handle the... Yeah. Great actor, not the best film direction. Yep, the Ace scene where they're sitting in the park. I think that's the one. I think that's the one. But yeah, that's what got me thinking about the charity stream. Because, like, over the last year, chat has given me so much. And I wanna try to find a way to give back in some way. I would like to. Exactly, like, that's the kind of Batman that I love. Yep, that's the one, Winchester. That's the one. That's the one that got me thinking about it. Like, that's the kind of superhero portrayals I like to see, where it's, like, very raw. It's, like, raw, it's very... very real, I guess, is the vibe. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the super fantastical super stuff, like, that's fun, too. But... just, like, viewing comics as a medium and an art form, I think it's a really good way of, like, storytelling and message sharing. I'm a fan. Like, even if it is, like, a harder topic to stomach sometimes, I'm very glad that it does exist. And sometimes it just kind of kicks your ass, honestly. But it's like, it kicks your ass for a good reason, I guess. Just don't look up what happened to the kid afterwards. You'll want to burn the DC headquarters. I could see it. Because I know a lot of, like, the stories aren't, like, happy endings when it comes to, like, DC stuff. I mean, any medium, really, I guess. Not everything's gonna have a happy ending. Okay, pause. Allie, are you putting this together correctly, honey? Am I putting this together correctly? Okay. Does it go like this? No. No, it's supposed to line up like this. Okay. I think I see. Maybe. Okay. I've got the right idea. Oh, I see. So it was a different writer. It was a couple years later, but someone decided to do Soup's real dirty by undoing his best wins. I hate it when people do that. Like, another writer comes along and it's like, oh, look at this wonderful, heartwarming message you have here. How about I just ruin that? Like, at that point, I'm just going to pretend it doesn't exist. One of the people who couldn't see Superman being a real hero. Sounds like it. It's like, man, who's shitting your Cheerios, right? I will accept the original comic. I will not accept whatever that rewrite was. However, I am glad to be aware of it, because I did not know that. I was not aware that that happened with, like, a change of writers and stuff. So that's good to know. Hey, there we go. We got the thigh put together. Yippee! Okay. So now we're doing additional thigh, I think? Yeah. What is Allie looking at, chat? The Allie looks perplexed. Oh wait, the Allie is not as perplexed anymore, I understand now. This is just another placeholder part that'll make it easier to pull apart later when we put the other stuff on. As much as I like being able to see Superman hold up the world, show me him hugging troubled teens and stopping at hospitals to see sick kids instead. Yeah, I like that. Like, that's a really good message, especially, like, if kids are growing up and stuff. And it's like, yeah, you know, it's like you said, like, nothing against, like, the super action-y heroism stuff, but I like that kind of stuff. Plus, I'm also a sap. When it comes to anime and stuff, I love stuff that, like, tugs on your heartstrings. Even though I know it's going to completely destroy me, I still love it. Was not expecting to get on a comic discussion today. I don't think we've ever talked about comics before. Like, I've never been the biggest, like, comic reader growing up, but I definitely respect it. And that's just mostly because dyslexia and reading do not always go hand in hand. There we go. Another fandom decided not to accept this thing was Alfred Pennyworth. Batman's butler was murdered a few years back in the comics, and he's still dead in the comics. Not a single fanfic I've ever read has ever mentioned this. Huh. Oh, wait, hold on. Allie almost did a silly. We have to install the kneecap first. Thick end goes in the bottom, I guess? But yeah, moral of that earlier story was don't promise to eat a bunch of chocolate. Even if it's for a charity goal, because that's not healthy. It's not even that it was sugary, it was just bleh. Bleh. Gosh, I think back in the day I had like a first edition like copy of a Silver Surfer comic. I don't read the comics themselves. I read fanfics of the comics. Those tend to make more sense and have better long-term plot. Imagine thinking to be able to murder one of the most protected persons on Earth. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, the chocolate had like 0 sugar in it. It was 99%. It was... It was mostly like... I think it was the sheer volume of it that I ate, plus the texture. Because it was like chalk eating it. And I have sensory issues, so that probably didn't help me out. But like, it was a massive bar that we put down. Again, I don't regret it because it got us up to 500% Jude, but I will not. that I will not be a repeat offender on that one. Because, bleh. Bleh. That was rough, gamers. I've never had anything stronger. The 99's rough. But I've lamented enough about that to get the picture. Also, for those who missed it, we did go ahead and we pre-installed a brass rod into... I don't even know if this is going to focus, to be honest. But we pre-installed a brass rod into the neck joint to hopefully strengthen it up a bit. I'm probably still gonna have to file it down though, because let me just go ahead and like cut out the part for the head, just so I can actually take a look at that now. To like give us a better idea of what we need to do. I've had 86%. I was told that if I had taken, like, the 99% and just melted it in a cup of coffee, it might have been, like, kind of rad. But I didn't really have any left. So, yeah, so we have this neck joint here. And the issue is, like, it's very tight. So I think we're going to have to file this down regardless. Because, like, you want it to hold to where it doesn't fall off, but this is at least, like, 1 millimeter in diameter wider than it needs to be. So I think what we're going to do is what Spade mentioned when we get to it, is, like, we're just going to put this and wrap it in the sanding sponge, and we're just going to spin it. We're just going to keep spinning it until it's filed down a bit. Because if we make it too small, that's not a problem. If it's too small, we can super glue trick it and get it to work just fine. But if it's too big, it'll shear the part off, even with the rod in it, most likely, and that's not what we want. So I guess my only fear, and the only miscalculation I may have made, is hopefully the metal rod doesn't interfere with, like, how much I have to shave this down. But I did my best to get it as centered as possible. So we'll see. We'll see. Either way, we know how to make this work after the first one. But yeah, this is the only problem part in this kit, is the ball joint is very large. The socket that it's meant for is not very large. So it causes some complications. But that's about it. I mean, it's a simple fix, so I'm not too stressed about it. It's a minor enough issue that I'm still going to buy the rest of the line, because they announced the green one, and I'm very happy about that. The third one in the line. Tell me about it. How many times have you heard it's too big for the hole? On this stream, probably a lot. It's more likely than you think, chat. Well, I guess... Never. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is kind of a big nub. I might have to pull out the glass file for this one. Yeah, we're gonna have to glass file it. It's a little thick. One of the very few, like, thick ones that you find here. By the way, Hyde, I think we're getting the tank. I think we're getting the tank in Helldivers because the devs announced we're getting 8-man Helldives with maps that are like twice the size and more difficulty options. So we might potentially be getting that tank. I'm being forced to go to the gym? Oh no. Volpes, I hope you have a good time at the gym. Get swole, be careful, don't hurt yourself. Yeah, we might be getting the tank from Helldivers 1 brought over. Nothing's confirmed yet, but it was a 2-man operated tank. And I think that would be really fun. I want that right now. Same! Same, honestly. Yep, a driver and a cannoneer. You get them gains, Volpes. Hopefully the gym won't be too busy at this time of day. I still want Angel. For those who don't know, and I think you might like this, Volpes, Angel? Angel is a nickname for something in Helldivers 1. Angel is a guard dog with a stim gun mounted to it. So it would just fly around and stim you. I want Angel to come to Helldivers too. We need the stim dog back. Don't get me wrong, hot dog, bestest boy, but stim dog could be fun. Oh, you got your maxi gun? I've been having fun with mine. It kicks like a horse on a Wednesday afternoon, but I have fun with it. It's just satisfying to use, whether I die or not. I need. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too, Volpes. The big old truck mission, because that was also a driver and a gunner. Hyde does miss old Betsy. Yeah, the minigun. I have a lot of fun with it. I usually like try to lay down when I fire it just to kind of get better control, but it's fun. I don't get recoil. I've started getting better at controlling it. Yeah, peak physique is like goated for that thing. Because any recoil it does have, you can just nullify by the movement bonus that peak physique has. Now I go get ready. Have a good gym, Volpes. Hope rest of the day goes well. Thank you for dropping on by. Chat, go follow Volpes. Holds up squirt gun. Also, chat, go follow Hyde. Do it. Do it. Okay. squirt gun. Oh. I see. I've chosen my words poorly. I understand now. I have chosen my words poorly. I see. All right, chat. Well, we got most of the base doll body done. So next time we stream this, we'll get the leg done. I mean, I think next time we stream this, we're just going to try to fully complete the build, potentially. That's what I would like to do. Like, there's... Oh my gosh, the hat has so many details, chat. Holy. Okay. That's a good thing to see. I want that Monster High alien. Which one's that? I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that one. Do you have a link for that one? I think we can finish this kit next stream if I can like sit down and do like a nice 4 to 5 hour stream. I think we can do this. Which is why I'm going easy today, because once again my hands are slightly injured because I'm, I guess, good at catching metal objects that fall. I love these little bag pouches, by the way, chat. These things are just lifesavers, especially like while you're building. So basically, I'm going to keep this one and just use it until the Ziplocky stuff breaks, just to hold stuff during work in progress moments. Okay, let me put this over here. Monster High is like Bratz or Barbie, but for goth girls or something. I guess it's the marketing. Huh. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. When you said Monster High, I was thinking Jesse Cox's games, like Monster Prime, Monster Prom, stuff like that. I really need to get a mouse pad for this desk. So badly. Chat. I am going to go ahead and slam the ad break real quick. We're not going to flip to the BRB screen or anything. I just want to get the ads out of the way before we wrap up stream. So I do appreciate your patience, ad watchers. After stream, I am going up to Cookout. I am getting me a grilled chicken sandwich with some fries and a quesadilla. I remember Monster High being fairly widespread in the States around the early to mid-2000s. I wonder if it's something that I've seen. And it's just, well, maybe it's just buried in the memory. I wouldn't be surprised. Also, Zero. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Oh, Chaos Table! Oh, Tyrion and Chaos Table are live today. Einar's doing some D&D chat. We're gonna raid Einar. We raided Tyrion last time, and I do like to rotate. So we're gonna raid Einar, who's doing some D&D. Well, it's not D&D, it's Pathfinder. The superior system. I'll rotate you. Someone's got to. Sheesh. Let's see here. But yeah, no, I need to get some boxes and some packing material for some stuff. So I'll probably take my measurements today, and then Wednesday I'll go box hunting, potentially. Zero, hope you're doing good. Hope your week has gone well. Hope holidays have gone well if you were celebrating. Yes, you will help me get boxes. For I do nothing. I do nothing. Yo, aren't they putting those in theaters again? The extended editions? I think that's what I heard. I don't know if that already happened or not. I've never actually seen the extended editions, though. I have such a hard time sitting... Like, I can binge watch an anime, but I have such a hard time sitting down to watch movies these days. And I know it's an ADHD thing. Yo, D is playing BioShock. Oh, that sounds fun. Let me go over to Einar's channel real quick. Technically, it's the Chaos Tables channel. They are be right back. They've been live for 3 hours, but they'll probably still be live for a little bit longer. I think, but why watch it in a theater? You gotta watch Lord of the Rings. Oh gosh. How long are those cuts, by the way? Aren't they pretty long? I know Helm's Deep is my favorite Lord of the... Or not Helm's Deep. Two Towers is my favorite Lord of the Rings movie. 14 hours. Sheesh. I said sheesh. Let me take a look at this Monster High thing before we raid out. Oh, wow. Yo, that thing looks sick as hell, though. Yo, that thing looks cool as fuck, though. Cuddling turns into taxes. It's always taxes in the end. Did I not hit the ad break? Am I stinky? Take a look here. Yeah, no, Hyde. I wasn't expecting it to look like that. That thing is badass. Like, yeah, no. Why did they go so hard on that? I mean, I'm glad they did, but holy shit. For those on YouTube, that's who we are going to be rating today. The Chaos Table. Since rating on YouTube is kind of... eh. You know, YouTube might eventually get mad at me for doing that, since it's directing traffic away from YouTube, but meh. Meh. It'll be fine. It might not actually be fine, but for now, it's fine. And using the OG Geiger as a basis. Is that what it's using? Holy crap. That's impressive, actually. Oh, chat. I've got pre-driving anxiety. I've been driving for like 11 years, and I still get anxiety every time I drive. It has never gotten better. It has never changed. Big Chap is the best alien design. I will fight / fuck anyone who says otherwise. I'm very, like, not versed in Alien. I know a little bit about it. I know enough to know that the alien got hips. And honestly, do I really need to know anything else? Probably, actually, but that's okay. We just got another minute to go before ads are done, and then I'll pack you all up, put a bow on you for a raid. Either way, Fist will be involved. You know that meme? Is it the Treasure Planet meme where it's the dude with the robotic hand and he's like, you give up some things chasing a dream? That image got put around a lot when 2B first came out with Nier. That image got put around a lot for reasons. John Silver, that's the name. That's the dude. The OG Silverhand. I have gotten the faceplates for this model kit stuck under my runner divider. Need to make sure I keep these somewhere safe. We'll put these over here. Ad watchers, thank you for your patience. Wanted to wait for y'all. Fidget spinner! Wanted to wait for y'all to get back before we raid. We're going to go raid the Chaos Table, who is currently doing Pathfinder. I don't know how much longer they are going to be live for. But chat, for those of you on YouTube, thank you for hanging out with me today. For those of you on Twitch, thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subbies, the resubbies. We will most likely be live again on Monday, with the one exception that if they are working on the lines to get the tree off on Monday, might not be able to. But I haven't heard anything yet, so as far as I know for right now, we're still on for Monday to potentially finish up this kit. And I'm going to take a rest tomorrow because boy howdy I needed after this last week. Is it the Chaos Table? There it is. You would think I would know this by now. Alright chat, once again, exclamation point Discord if you want to join the Discord, exclamation point socials for where you can find us on social media, and exclamation point YT to find our YouTube channel. And that's pretty much all the relevant places that you'll find me, because I gave up on TikTok like a sack of bricks. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this raid cooking. And chat, I hope you all have a good New Year's. We will be live leading up to New Year's, but in the event that I don't see you between now and next week, hope you all have an absolutely wonderful, wonderful time. My name has been Alien Ashford, your friendly neighborhood half-vampire, and I will catch all of you most likely on Monday? Most likely? Hopefully? Trees?